brings us to the second city of Chicago.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them now in his 8th year in the NFL.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
25 yards the pick up there, and also a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bowles. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Frost. And a throw right side here. Complete.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd.
They'll go with the keeper. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And his kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's going to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on first down. Walker with a grab, left side.
2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. First down, San Antonio.
On play action, they'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. And Walker has it. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
At the 45-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw again.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he missed it. It's no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. A gain of 13. It's a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through.
The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 24 now, here's second down and 2. Up the middle they go. Bowles. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. He's sacked back around the 28. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. And the tight end goes in motion left. Looking to throw. Frost. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Third down and 17.
Back to throw. Frost. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Looking to throw. Frost. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. A big win there defensively on second and goal. A loss of 7, and it brings up third. Back to throw. Frost. Now they go screen. It's complete. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on third and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the first down.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now to get explosive life and put the points up on the board.
Back out comes San Antonio. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 17 carries, 135 yards. Big game.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
The 37-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Second quarter now, San Antonio in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Back to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
To the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
6 yards. It's 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Fair catch.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chicago offense set to get started. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Frost. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fighting him off. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's run well here in the first half of the season, no doubt. You can see the graphic. NFL leader in rushing coming into the weekend. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
A gain of 33 yards on the play. And the San Antonio 1st down.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So that drive 7 plays in length. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 5. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A 3rd field goal of the first half. Not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Frost. Touchdown! A 20-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 6-point game. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Back out comes San Antonio. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
At the 25-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's getting his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, San Antonio.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. He'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Their mobile quarterback with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Frost. He finds his man, complete. It's Carroll. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Operating from the gun, Frost. Calling a gain of a yard. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Frost. And he'll find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Off the play fake. Frost. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 2nd and 3. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they have regained the lead.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. We are into week 8, and we're starting to get a sense as to who are the haves and who are the have-nots. Let's get into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. In Nashville, the Titans at home to take on the New England Patriots. And this is the running back. He's going to...
This still anyone's contest. A 2-point game as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
You got the lead here in the second half. That's the last penalty you want to commit.
And they were getting the ball. Why are you going after the punter there? Just take the football and keep going.
Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, San Antonio.
They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
A gain of 12. And the San Antonio 1st down.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Second and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Here now a 3rd and 20.
They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they have regained the lead. Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter.
They'll start the ground here on 1st down.
And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Pressure comes and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, they brought the lead into this 3rd quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described.
Pressure, and they got to him again.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back out comes San Antonio.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Meadows. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, but now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing when you start it.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. They looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now a handoff up the middle. Bowles. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
We're taken right on the 30. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, San Antonio.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the 1st.
And the throw and the catch were just fine. But against zone coverage, when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop. Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They go play action here on 1st down. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Off play action. Frost. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. Back out comes San Antonio. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. But he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Down at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, San Antonio.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to throw here. There's that man again. It's complete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Frost. He finds his man. Complete. That's Carroll. The drive starting play. A good one. Give him 19.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bowles. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down. Frost. And he is caught. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll try the left side. Bowles. And he stopped immediately there. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Frost. He finds his man. Complete. That's Carroll. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down. Frost. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
He finds his man. Complete. That's Carroll. And down inside the 15 he goes. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick here is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The visitors' offense and their big play wideout getting ready to get back to work. And he's had some kind of game. They made it a point to get him involved early, and it has paid giant rewards to this stage of the game. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Brings up
2nd and 9 now. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And the San Antonio 1st down.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? You go the bigger guy to try and use size. Can't go the quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Going for it all. And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll keep it on the ground. Bulls. They'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Chicago, they're back to 500 as they move to 4-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for San Antonio, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.